So we're gonna try this again. This time we're gonna use 2 chimneys and see what happens. Because, you know, 1 fire is good, 2 fires is phenomenal. So let's light them and see what happens, what sort of mayhem will ensue. And maybe I will dump them a little sooner. The plan tonight is to use these okay, that's going. Spread them out here. I've got a steel plate on the floor of the firebox. So I'm gonna dump both sets of chimney coal on there, and then I'll put the Dutch oven over here with the biscuits in it. Then I'll use one of my trivets with the skillet on it for the sausage and the gravy. So these are gonna get going, I hope, and we'll see how they do. I'm just dumping them this time onto the plate. Okay, that seemed to go pretty well. Then we're going to reposition slightly for the trivet that will have the skillet and the Dutch oven. Hey, that's hot.
It is hot.
Okay, so check back in a minute. I'll get these coals positioned and we'll start cooking. Important to do this. Preheat your oven. You always preheat your oven. That's what I'm doing here. Put the biscuits in a minute. Okay, start cooking. It is time to add our biscuits to the oven. So we very carefully take the lid off, hoping the dog does not burn her nose, and lay the biscuits in, and then quickly and carefully put the lid back off and set the timer. Sausage is going, it's sizzling along nicely. So we'll set the timer for about 10 minutes. We'll check and see how we're doing and go from there. The timer's gone off. It's been about 10 minutes. Let's see how the biscuits are doing. Carefully lifting. Oh, they're getting fluffy. Okay, they're gonna need about another 10 minutes minimally. Now you'll notice these coals are starting to go out. I may need to steal some from over here, or maybe I'll put some kindling under here. I'm not sure yet. I'm turning out to not be a fan of these lump charcoal pieces. But we'll come back in a minute and we'll start making gravy. All right, let's make some gravy. First thing we gotta do, loosen our sausage up from the bottom. Then we're gonna put in our flour till it looks about right. We're gonna give that a minute so it doesn't have that raw flour taste like everybody complains about. although I've never actually heard anybody complain about it. Okay, now, a little bit of pepper, or a whole lot of pepper. Skoshie bit of salt. And some sage, because sage is awesome. Kind of whiz that around in there. Our flour is done cooking now. So we can pour in the milk. And yes, I poured cold milk into hot cast iron. It's a definite not great idea. But I did it, so there, all complaints must be submitted in writing, and your money will be cheerfully refunded. So let's see how this goes, and we'll check back in a bit. This is gravy. I did end up putting some little bits of kindling underneath. These coals are just not doing it. I'm not a fan. So now we're getting down to business. I'm gonna do this right here for just another couple minutes until it thickens up some more. And then we'll pull this off, check on our biscuits, which are just still not quite done. And then we'll plate it up and come back then. Here we are. Time for tasting. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. I'm gonna rethink that charcoal though. Not a fan. Also, get some of this. Ripe elderberry jam. Dude. Yeah. Thank you.